Hello everybody, Tommyruin here, and in this video I'm going to be going over the Windwalker monk rotations, talents, all the crap like that for Legion patch 7.0.3, and it will also apply further on into Legion as well, but I'll probably make updated videos when the time comes. So first off, quickly, let's have a little look at the talents which I have chosen. On the tier 15 row, the choice really is between Chi Burst and Chi Wave, and Chi Burst is used in more AoE situations when you've got more enemies to attack, and I like to use Chi Wave on single target because these two add an extra button into your rotation, and the whole point about Monk is having different buttons to press so you don't have to press the same button twice. So compared to Eye of a Tiger, which is just a passive, you have an extra active ability to press, so you have extra things to add to your rotation, so you never hit the same button twice in a row. The next row, Celerity, Tiger's Lust or Chi Torpedo. Tiger's Lust is probably the best one for this row, just because you can use it on yourself or you can use it on a friendly target which needs to get out of roots and snares. So that one's very useful. I just like Celerity because it's easy to manage when I'm not doing raiding. And then tier 45, we have Power Strikes, Ascension and Energizing Elixir. I like to use Power Strikes here. It's easy to manage. It's basically one extra chi every 15 seconds. And then Energizing Elixir, it's more PvP orientated, I believe, and it can be used in PvE if you are needing to burst something down really quickly, because this is a very bursty talent. You get full energy and full chi. So I recommend this one only if you're going to be doing some burst damage on a boss. I can't think of any examples off the top of my head, but that could be useful there. But other than that, Power Strikes gives a lot more sustained chi gain over the course of a fight. And then tier 60, I always go for Leg Sweep. It's a really good talent. If you are in a pack of mobs and tanks taking heavy damage, just swirl your legs around and it's damage free for a few seconds. Tier 75, I really like Healing Elixir now. It used to be a passive in Warlords of Draenor, but now it is an active ability and you get 2 stacks so you can just chug them, and that's 15% of your HP. And it also has the old passive effect that when you drop below 35%, it gives you a charge. So if there is a charge available, it will use that automatically when you go below 35%, which is really nice. Diffuse Magic, again, still very good against magic fights. I prefer Healing Elixir to dampen harm. Tier 90, I haven't really tried Rushing Jade Wind yet. I love Hit Combo. Hit Combo is a very nice talent and it does so much damage. So each successive attack that triggers combo strikes in a row grants 2% increased damage, stacking up to 8 times. So in effect, you get 16% extra damage if you carry out your rotation flawlessly, and it really is quite easy to carry out your rotation flawlessly. So that's pretty much a base 16% increased damage to go on top of your mastery, which is already quite high, so mine's 23%. With the extra 16%, that's almost 40% increased damage on all of my attacks, which is pretty big deal. Rushing Jade Wind can be used in AoE situations. It's not, it doesn't take the place of Spinning Crane Kick anymore, so that can be used as well as Spinning Crane Kick and you'll do very heavy AoE damage, but I like Hit Combo, it works really well. And then tier 100, I really hate Chi Orbit. It's just a passive and it's really boring. Whirling Dragon Punch is really cool and it does a lot of damage, like a serious fuck ton of damage. And then Serenity, I'm a bit torn on Serenity because it replaces your Storm, Earth and Fire, and Serenity's only got 1 stack, but it is a very powerful DPS cooldown. I think when it comes with the artifact weapon, we'll have to see what the toss up is between these two, but I like Whirling Dragon Punch because it does a lot of damage and it adds an extra button into your rotation. Now I would be talking about glyphs, but glyphs are pruned, so it makes this video a lot quicker. So in terms of abilities, I'm just going to be going over the abilities which I use when I'm doing my damage. So you've got Tiger Palm, which is your chi generator, and that just needs to be used when you need to generate chi, and it also fits into your rotation very nicely. Rising Sun Kick, your big damage ability, use that on cooldown. Blackout Kick, 1 chi, and it is your main chi spender. Fist of Fury, big damage burst, hits everything, kills everything, punch them to death. Poor people. Spinning Crane Kick is your main AoE, and like I said earlier, you build up stacks of a buff for Spinning Crane Kick by attacking different enemies with your abilities, your Tiger Palm, Rising Sun Kick, and Blackout Kick. And then Chi Wave is the talent, and Whirling Dragon Punch is another big hitting ability, which is talented at level 100. And talking about DPS cooldowns, you have Touch of Death, which has changed now. You use this at the start of the fight because it does damage equal to your HP after a certain period of time, which is amazing. It's a massive chunk of damage all at once. So after, I think it's 8 seconds, the target takes 406,000 damage just all at once, which is really, really overpowered. And then Storm, Earth and Fire. It's great against multiple targets, but it's also really good against single target now because it doesn't do a damage reduction on what you're doing against this one target, and you get 2 stacks of that. So you can use that straight off at the beginning and then use it on your second Fist of Fury, or use it when there's going to be a massive ad pack coming up. That's what I recommend doing. And then you have things like Roll. Where's Roll? Roll. Flying Serpent Kick. They're your more movement orientated abilities, and then also if you take Tiger's Lust, you get Tiger's Lust as well. Talking about defensives, you get your defensive on your tier 75 tier, which is for me Healing Elixir, and then you also have Karma. Now Karma's really, really strong, and the cooldown on it has been reduced, so it's only 1.5 minutes, and yeah, Karma basically stops all damage you take for 6 seconds if it doesn't exceed 50% of your health, which is very nice. The Windwalker Monk's stat priority is Mastery is greater than Versatility is greater than Crit, which equals Haste. So Windwalker Monk is a priority system in effect, really. You want to be using Fist of Fury on cooldown, Whirling Dragon Punch if you've taken it on cooldown, Rising Sun Kick on cooldown, and then Blackout Kick and Tiger Palm. With Chi Wave I use as a filler spell when I don't have much energy because it doesn't have an energy cost. So I'm just going to go over the basic rotation with the priority system involved. So starting off with 0 Chi, you want to go in and do a Tiger Palm, and then your Fist of Fury, Tiger Palm, Blackout, Rising Sun Kick, and then a Whirling Dragon Punch, and then you just go into a normal rotation. So that's how you start your fights. You want to get your main cooldowns done first, and that is basically your priorities. And you want to maintain stacks of hit combo by doing different abilities in a row. So I'm here in Storm Shield, and I'm just going to show you how the Spinning Crane Kick system works. So if I go and attack this guy with my Tiger Palm, then do this guy with my Rising Sun Kick, and this guy with my Blackout Kick, you'll see that my Spinning Crane Kick has got 3 stacks, and these guys have all got a debuff of Spinning Crane Kick. So the more enemies you have applied with the debuff for Spinning Crane Kick, Mark of the Crane, the amount of damage your Spinning Crane Kick will do rises. So for multiple targets, you want to like tab target and just attack these guys as much as possible, and then when you get to 3 Chi, because that's changed now, you have to be at 3 Chi to use your Spinning Crane Kick. You can let out a really, really high damage Spinning Crane Kick on all of them. So yeah, multiple target, it's different now because you have to basically move between all the different enemies to build up your Spinning Crane Kick damage. And when you get up to like 14 stacks, it just gets insane. The damage, they just melt, because it is a damage increase by 50%, so 14 stacks is 700%. It gets rather mental. Now there's 2 add-ons which I really recommend using. One is called Trophy GCD, and it basically tracks what abilities you've been using, and that makes it a lot easier to know which ability you pressed last if you forget, which you shouldn't really forget, but it is quite easy to sometimes in the situation lose focus about what you've been pressing beforehand, and that's really easy to just manage what button you need to press next to maintain your hit combo stacks. And then also Tell Me When is a really good add-on for managing lots of different things. I use it for managing buffs, uptimes, and things like that, but I recently found a Windwalker Monk profile for Tell Me When, and it is insane. It's all this down here, and it tells you your cooldown timers, what cooldowns you have available, everything. And it also has a tracker for your energy bar and your chi. So this one is really good. I'll put a link to this profile in the description. It is really amazingly made, and it also gives you a kind of an indication about what you need to press next. So that is the Windwalker Monk. Thank you very much for watching. If you have any questions, leave them down in the comments. I will try my best to answer them. And yeah, enjoy being Bruce Lee or Jackie Chan or whatever ninja you wish to be. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.